Hi, it's Jones and we're watching Skeleton Crew Season 1, Episode 7. We're gonna be in so much trouble, which I'm guessing is something one of the kids is gonna say because, yes, they're finally gonna make their way home. Also, pirates are gonna be coming there and they've done something very much illegal on their planet. But I also think it would be hilarious if Jod ends up saying, we're gonna be in so much trouble. I have loved the show so much. This is the penultimate episode. I have no idea what's in store. I mean, we're going to Ad-Atten, but then what? A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. And let's go. Are we going to learn who the supervisor is?
I have a bet.
You're going to be in so much trouble. I mean, it's good to see these parents are all dedicated, including Fern's mother, who seemed very, and Wim's, to be honest, who seemed very officious, very like, do the right thing and you'll get where you're going. When it comes down to it, they will do what they can for their children, and I respect that. I'd be proud of her mum. Oh. They're being kids.
Get us home.
You alright? Is a part of him sad the adventure's over, or is he worried about getting home? Kind of back, because the reality, like, once the fear is over in a way, they're getting home. He could definitely be just upset because back to ordinary life, back to going to school every day and then going into your boring job and then your whole life is planned out for you. And or is he worried that they'll be in big trouble?
I never should have pushed the stupid button in the first place.
Don't say that. Yeah, it was a really fun adventure. Half the time I was about to die. But that's
Bless
what real
them.
adventure is like. I'm glad you did.
I love these kids so much. They've all grown.
It's a toxic maelstrom. Is this right, Chad?
So that's how they protect it. The barrier makes it look unlivable.
The airlock.
They are eager.
It's hidden inside. I'll bet my life on it.
You literally are.
Give me a 5.
The atmosphere. Visibility low.
Maybe Brutus, or whatever his name is going to be like, we're gonna be in so much trouble. So there's going to be a trick to how we get through a certain path that the ship had programmed from the previous time. Is the kid's ship going to arrive? What's going to happen to make this not happen?
Something on sensors, Captain. A ship out of hyperspace.
Oh, kids.
I got it! 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 I got it!
Oh, children. Jod. You better help these kids, Jod. No, right now you're trying to save your own life. And the kids, I mean, they need them alive to try and get to Ad-Atten, but...
The crew loves me.
Con man at his heart.
Come out unarmed.
It's the babies.
We're coming in.
Are they hiding? Do they have a plan?
Cowards. All right.
I love these children.
And we'll let him go.
I love the children so much.
They're not my friends.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was about to happen. He's taken over control. My poor children.
Fetch me 33. The rest of you, prepare the frigate to take Ad-Atten.
I'm so enjoying this show. Like, I'm loving the fact that, as much as, you know, there's a part of me that would have adored, oh my poor children, seeing Jod get a redemption arc of some kind. And there's still time. Like, maybe if it comes down to it, if the kids' lives are actually in danger, I'd like to think he would do something, but I don't know that he would at this point. But it's actually really interesting that he has stayed Jod. There's still a rich backstory there that I want to know what it is. I'm just having so much fun with this show. These kids were so close to being home.
Power to seize the mint.
He's got his stupid helmet back.
We're sending out this message on a communication buoy.
Your parents love you.
I know how much you worry, but you're not in trouble. You're gonna make it home. And this message will tell you how. Don't give up. No matter what. We know you must be scared. But he said all he wanted was his big brother.
That's black, like, emotional.
Any coordinates due to security.
Did Wim's dad not want to leave him a message?
That's an official who knows the secret location of Ad-Atten and how to get through the barrier. Be careful. The barrier can be
The Republic and my series probably don't know that anymore. The New Republic.
Oops. Wim. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you.
Oh, good.
Please come home.
I'm glad they all got a message.
We need a plan. We could trick John. We know he's greedy. I mean, maybe we can even.
Oh, bless his soul. I love them so much.
Since you're currently captain of the frigate, this vessel remains unattested.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
By the pirate code, a captain can lay.
I am the captain of this ship, and you all take orders from me.
Aye, Captain John.
I call unclaimsies!
What?
I call unclaimsies and claim it for kids only. Three, get these pirates off our ship.
I call unclaimsies. And call it for kids only.
Aye, but it'd be close enough.
Yes, 33! I love 33 so much. He was loyal to the kids. He did want to be loyal to the kids the whole time.
No.
I love him. He was like, yep, I can work with that workaround. That makes me so happy.
Aye, aye, Captain Fern. It'd be my honor.
Oh, I love them so much. What's gonna go wrong immediately? Because that was too good to be true. Or I guess once they make it home, trouble's not over. The pirates are still outside. And they'll be in trouble in general.
Captain Rennett's genius! Stealing one of the Mint's old ships so he could fly it safely back
Oh. Okay. Oh, thank God. I was like, I was panicking that they'd like changed the code and they'd crash land somehow. Home. You're gonna be in a lot of trouble when you get home, but you are home, my loves.
My mom totally lied on that call. We're gonna be in so much trouble. I don't even care anymore.
Oh,
But you should.
fucking hell!
Well. Don't undo this.
No! How did he get back on the ship?
Get down.
Get on the ground!
Yep, I didn't think a redemption arc was coming.
Down!
We can fix 33, right? I actually respect them for not giving Jod any kind of redemption.
This is Cap. Up! Your incessant, unending jabber.
They're children, you monster.
It is unbearable.
You're
Leave him
unbearable.
alone!
Oh, baby.
All of you, not just him. You're the worst one.
It's okay, sweethearts. This is a horrible person.
You're all weak.
They're children.
Weak, sheltered, spoiled children.
They're sheltered, yes.
What a terrible. And let me think.
You're the great man who's been manipulating, using, and threatening children for gold.
You lot, piece by piece, slowly. If you don't behave.
I really respect them for not giving him the redemption arc we all thought he would have. But fuck, I hate him.
Droids don't listen.
We are always available for standby.
Ooh. We're gonna get to see the Overseer?
Citizens of Atatin, this is the supervisor.
That's the one.
It's KB.
Until offload is completed. Thank you.
That sounded like Stephen Fry. Because the powers that be know the Republic's fallen because no one's coming for the gold. It's been a long time since any of this infrastructure was used. Stun him, please!
Welcome at Atom. You must be the visiting Republic emissary.
Yes. Of course I am.
Speak directly to the Mint to begin offload procedures.
Good, very good.
God, is it just
I need to speak to my
automated
other
so they'll just get their gold? I don't trust this. Because I don't trust Jod and I don't trust the Aladdin control people.
This
Just threaten them, say anything, I'll kill your parents. And you. Saturn just been churning out gold this whole time? He could just keep coming in that ship and getting more. The treasure planet? Just how much are we talking? I mean, if he just is able to keep coming backwards and forwards making shipments, he will make out. Greed. If there is a human overseer, they will know he's not what he says he is. If it's all droids, we're fucked. Oh. Your babies are here. I'm so proud of them. I'm very stressed though. Oh, you can hug my darling. Your dad loves you. Bad man. The bad man happened. I mean, a lot of other stuff did too, but... Wait, I really respect them for not giving Jod the feel-good, family-friendly redemption arc that we wanted. I mean, I would have eaten it up. I would have loved it if he had slowly but surely realised that, like, he was going to care about the kids and became a better person. Yep, my bread and butter. I'd be thrilled. But I really respect them for the fact that I feel like every week I was like, this will be the time. This will be the time. I mean, it was like, he technically didn't physically harm the children more than, you know, I was worried he would. So, like, it's very well done for the fact that he is just a greedy, evil person. Now, I do hope we get a backstory for him, and even if it is 3 sentences, you know, like, I was a Jedi and then they all died and I had to fend for myself. Okay, cool, that makes sense, I've understood you. Or, like, you know, I was Force sensitive but I never meant up to the Jedi. Like, I just, obviously we know he is Force sensitive. He seems to know his way around a lightsaber. His age would suggest that he would have been at the Jedi Temple when, like, I mean, either a Jedi or, right, because if this is set in the Mandalorian timeline, I don't know whether it's at the beginning of the Mandalorian timeline or current events Mandalorian timeline, but regardless, that's only like 25, 30 years after the Order 66 happened, right? Unless I'm totally muddled up. So, like, he would have been like a young man Jedi / child Jedi. It's kind of where he'd have been. More likely young man, unless I'm getting it totally muddled. If he was a Jedi. So I do hope we get some explanation of who he is, and it's not kind of just left ambiguous. If it's left ambiguous and we're going to see him again, that's okay with me. But if this is like a one and done show and these characters are not going to be revisited down the line, give me at least a vague backstory on Jod, please. But going into the next episode, it's the finale. How on earth? What on earth? I guess we'll finally get to meet the supervisor, who did sound like Stephen Fry. And the kids are home. Now, realistically, what frightens me is that for Jod, if he could just kill them all, then there is no one to question him. Like, if he assumes everybody in charge is either stupid or a droid, then whoever the supervisor is, he can either threaten or he can just pretend he's the emissary. And he gets to be making shipments every single day for the rest of his life with more money than he could ever possibly use. The most wealthy, doesn't even need to be a pirate anymore. He can just go and set himself up someplace and live like a king. But the children could pose a problem because they know different, and they could say, actually, he's a pirate. Actually, this is what happened to us in our adventures, and maybe they'd be listened to, maybe they wouldn't. But the people who would listen to them are their parents. Their parents would definitely trust them and listen to them, especially when Jod is as non-emissary looking as possible. What makes me wonder and think that Atton is, like, all of our theories, by our theories, I do mean my theories, about the supervisor being various people, someone who's, I think it potentially is just a droid or an automated system, simply because of the way it was just like, please stay calm. There is a scheduled emissary, like I can't speak. An emissary ship is coming to collect from the mint, and it's like, this hasn't happened in how many years? Like 30, 40, 50, I don't know, a long time since the Old Republic fell. This has not happened. It's suddenly happening again would trigger this is abnormal. Whereas if you were just a computer system that is running and that is like, when ship come, give gold, otherwise produce gold, keep populace churning out productivity, you wouldn't notice anything different necessarily. So I'm excited to find that out. I'm leaning towards it just being a mindless system that's just operating and just churning out a compliant populace who does what they need to do and has way too much gold because it's just still producing. Um, Now, obviously, something that might be a good ending to all of this could well be that the fact that the kids have broken out of the rigid protocol of everything that's expected of them in their world, their parents have now kind of broken the law a little bit too. If through Jod they also find out about the supervisor and that it's a system, and they realize that I don't know, if they find out that the old republic doesn't exist anymore and all of these various things that are happening, the people of Aladdin might actually be better off. Like, it would be a bit chaotic for a while, kind of the change in system or whatever, but they could actually start to form more of a society with free will and choice and democracy. So I don't know whether that will be even touched in the next episode, but maybe there'll be something good that comes out of this. I really love all four of these kids. Like, I will be sad if this is the last we see of them, even though I'm like beyond a Skeleton Crew season 2, which I don't even know what that would look like. I don't know why we would see these characters again, but I really enjoy them, and I really enjoy all four of the actors. They are brilliant. I need to like Google better the little boy who plays Neil, because he would walk past me on the street and I wouldn't recognize him, because obviously. But they are all brilliant actors. They portray these characters so well, and I really hope this is not the last we see of them, because they're very talented young people. But I enjoy their characters and their development, and the development of their relationships so much that I am sad that there's only one episode of it left. I want to see these kids getting up to shenanigans. I mean, admittedly, I don't want to see these kids in any more life and death situations because that stresses me out, but I just enjoy them and their dynamic. And I'm very stressed for them right now. You know, seeing them at the beginning, so thrilled they were going home, and Win having the somewhat understandable feeling of, well, it's all over now. Like, going back to boredom, back to normal life, back to going to school and being assigned a crap job and that being my entire future. I understand that feeling. And then I think probably later on, when he was in fear for his life, he'd be thinking, damn it, I really wish I was back being bored right now. But the way that as well, they were all like, no, women, it was good that you did, but we're not cross with you, because they have every right to still be cross with him for pressing the button, because they have nearly died several times. It's been very stressful. But I love the way that we're like, no, we've had a really fun experience. This has been good. We respect you. We support you. Like, we all care about each other. And then the way when they were taken by the pirates, they had a plan. It was a terrible plan. Like, even if there hadn't been Jod waiting for the first opportunity to execute Brutus, it was still a pretty terrible plan. But they had a plan. And then Ferns, I call unclaimsies and claim the ship for children. The genius of the child mind. Like, it's perfect. No notes. And the fact that SM33 was just like, technically speaking, that is a load of nonsense, but I can work with it. Like, yes, I can do that. I absolutely adored it. And obviously I'm very sad that they didn't make sure Jod couldn't sneak back on the fucking ship. But yeah, I love them so much. And there is something about a grown adult man holding a weapon, looking at children and being like, you're so weak. Yeah, they are children. Do you think you are a big strong man because you threaten children? Anyway, I'm glad I could just dislike Jod, because obviously, like, it's like, maybe he's gonna... No, I just hate the man, and that is good. That is a nice feeling to have, because he is hateable. He is detestable. So I'm really proud of these four kids and how they survived. I love the message they got from their parents. It was really sweet. For a moment, when it cut back to Fern's mum, I was really worried that, like, Wim's dad hadn't recorded one, and I wasn't thinking personally it would be because he's furious with him or because he did it, because we've seen he isn't. But I was worrying it was more because they didn't leave things well, that he was like, oh, Wim doesn't want to see me or whatever. So I'm glad he did leave a message. It's just Fern's mum was like, I have to say something else. And I really like the parents. I love that the fact that their message was, don't tell anyone where you come from. We can't give you the coordinates, but get to the Republic and they'll get you here, which shows that they know that Atlan is a secret planet. They know that side of things. And like, you were going to be told this when you graduated, but they don't know that the Republic doesn't exist anymore. They still do think the Republic exists, which makes sense. Absolutely fascinating. Stressful ending. I love this show so much. I'm really sad there's only one left. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.